SHMACKEMAGOB, everybody. Bang, bang, pizza skulls. I got a donation here from David Lyons. And David Lyons wants me to put Juliana Hatfield 3 with the album Become What You Are versus Guns N' Roses Spaghetti Incident. He said, you know, I never heard you talk about Guns N' Roses Spaghetti Incident. You might have, but I miss what you thought of that album. Well, I don't think I ever have, to tell you the truth. And looky here, I own it. I'm not too crazy about this. There's a couple songs I do like off this, but for the most part, does nothing for me. And I never heard this Juliana Hatfield 3, and I gotta say, I was pleasantly surprised. I really, really dug it. So here we go. The first song, Since I Don't Have You, which one of the songs I really like off this. My second favorite. But I will say, I have heard the original Since I Have You, and I like that one better. Now, there is one song on this that I will say blows away the original. I mean, blows it away big time. And that's kind of weird when I hear somebody cover a song that's better than the original. It does happen. Like I prefer All Along the Watchtower from Jimi Hendrix. I prefer Green Manalishi over Fleetwood Mac, the Judas Priest version. And also the Priest version of Diamonds and Rust. I put it above, oh my God, what's her name? I can't remember. And I know some of you like to correct me, but voila! That's who it is. Alright, so let's start. I already started. Since I Don't Have You, I love it. I love it. Not better than the original, but I love it. It's one of the songs I love on here. And that's going against Supermodel. And I admit, you know, found this a bit repetitive on the vocal structure of the song. Didn't do much for me. So I'm giving that one to Guns N' Roses. Alright, the next one is called New Rose. Not bad, but you know, it's lacking the raw power of the Damn version. And that's going against My Sister. I hate My Sister. She's such a bitch. I love this one, man. It's like a diss track. And but it's funny because it's like a diss track, but it's so cute. I want to just hug this song. It's adorable. I'm giving it to that one. I'm definitely giving it to Juliana there. The next song is called Down on the Farm. Now, I like this one too. I know it's Axl doing that fake British accent, and I have heard the UK version, and I prefer the UK version. This is not the one where I'll say it's better than the original. It's not. But I do like it. I like it. I love the version they did at, was it Farm Aid? The last show with Steven Adler? Good stuff. But I don't mind it on here either. You know, with the robotic drummer, robotic drumming from Matt Sorum, that does nothing for me. And that's going against This Is the Sound. I dig it. It's rocking, but the chorus just does not connect with me. So I'm going to give another one to Guns N' Roses. Alright, the next one is Humans Being. I don't like this, nor the original. I'm not a New York Dolls fan. I've tried. I don't get it. I just don't get the New York Dolls. But, you know, maybe if I was from the early 70s, and you know, I would get it more. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of the Dolls. And I'm not a fan of this Guns N' Roses version either. And that one's going against For the Birds. And here's another one that's so cute I want to hug it. I think it's adorable. And I love her voice on this tune. Definitely wins. Alright, next one is called Raw Power. Yeah, this lacks the raw power of the Stooges version, let me tell you. And that's going against Mabel. I dig it. It's kind of like a mellow song. It's kind of a beefy chorus. And this one definitely wins. Alright, what's next? It Ain't Fun. Yeah. Listen to this, ain't fun either. The dead boys are rolling over in their graves. Well, I know they're not all dead. You know, Stiv is dead. Is that how you pronounce his name? Stiv? S-T-I-V? I know he passed away. The rest of them, I'm not sure. Jury's out. But even if they're not, they're rolling around in their beds. You know? Not a fan. No, I'm sure they're like rolling around in money with the royalty checks they got from this. All right. And that's going against A Dame with a Rod. Now, this is a fun track. I think it rocks, and I think it wins. Well, no, I don't think. I know it wins. All right, what's next? Buck McCain with Big Dumb Sex. And this one has Slash singing lead vocals with Axl. And, you know, listening to Slash's voice, you know, he really is a good guitar player. Yeah. Don't get Slash near the mic anymore. I don't think it's good. You know, I dig the Soundgarden version. I don't really know much about this original Buck McCain song, and that's going against Addicted. Man, I like this one a lot. It's a good melodic flow. I think it's catchy, and I know it wins. All right, next one is Hair of the Dog. This is terrible. This lacks the fire of the original. I'm a big fan of Nazareth. And, you know, Axl's kind of got a Dan McCafferty voice. I can see him do better. But as far as, like, the song sounds so, I don't know. It just doesn't have that primal instinct the original had. What's that going against? Feelin' Massachusetts. This is an infectious tune. And this one may be my favorite song off the album. I plan on listening to this again, David. I really liked it. And I'm definitely going to give it to that. Next one is Attitude. The Misfits version is so much better. And I have seen Guns N' Roses play this live. But the Misfits version is more loose. It sounds, you know, more organic, more real. And Danzig kind of like, I don't know, the way he sings it, it's not so, you know, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like, I know you like, it's a little, I mean, tiny bit disjointed, but it adds to it, where this one's a little too straightforward. What's that going against? Spin the Bottle. I'm not a fan of this one. This one does nothing for me. That I'm actually going to give it to Guns N' Roses not doing the Misfits cover that good. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Spin the Bottle. Next one is called Black Leather. Now, I haven't heard this in a while. I never listened to this. I actually did listen to it several years ago for a review we did on the greatest podcast ever, the Rock and Metal Combat Podcast. You gotta listen to that podcast. It's insanely good. Not because of me, actually. I mean, I'm awesome on it, don't get me wrong. But my co-host Wally's awesomer. He's funnier than me. He's awesome. You gotta check out that podcast. There's a link to it in the description below. But I don't know if I gave this a positive review on it, because listening to it today, I was like, yeah, man, you know what? This Black Leather is not bad. I might have bashed it before, but I liked it today when I was listening to it. And that one's going against President Garfield. And I gotta say, this one I liked a lot, and it is tough between these two because I like them both. But I am gonna give a slight hair, a hair on this fucking bald head. Well, hair's coming in. But one of these little tiny hairs, I'm giving it to Juliana Hatfield. All right, the next one is You Can't Put Your Arms Around a Memory. Look, rest in peace, Johnny Thunders. I'm not a fan of his music. I'm not a fan of that New York stuff. You know, I mean, yeah, I like, you know, some groups, of course, Blows the Cult, Kiss. You know, I didn't like Twisted Sister back then. I heard some of that early Twisted Sister stuff. I didn't like it much. I liked, you know, stuff that later showed up on Under the Blade and stuff like that. But something about that New York scene, I mean, of course there's exceptions. But I wasn't into Johnny Thunders. And I even today went back and listened to the original version of You Can't Put Your Arms Around a Memory. And it's just, It does nothing for me. But rest in peace, Johnny Thunders. And that's going against Little Pieces. I love it. Love her voice. This definitely wins. All right, then we got I Don't Care About You. The Fear version is so much better. I'm a huge fan of the record. I mean, that album is phenomenal. One of my favorites. And the way, like, Lee, like, fucking delivers that song, man, it's pissed off. Here, it's like, it's trying to be pissed off. And is this Axl Rose on this? Because it doesn't sound like him. And it doesn't sound like Duff either. But, you know, I see. They at least tried, but no cigar. And that's going against I Got No Idols. This is my second favorite. And even it has a repetitive chorus that I actually like. And it doesn't bother me at all. And this one definitely wins. Now, there is a hidden track on this, which is the Charles Manson version of Look at Your Game Girl. And that's the song, man. So much better than the Charles Manson version. I heard that Charles Manson version. I personally think it sucks. And I love what Guns N' Roses does with it. You know, it's stripped down with little bongos, and I just love it. I love Axl's voice on it. And it didn't, and let me tell you something. It's the best song on here, in my opinion. And I would also put it above every song over the Julian Hatfield 3. That's how much I love their version of Look at Your Game Girl. But it didn't go against anything because it's a hidden track. Remember the 90s, like a album would end and then a song would pop up like, you know, a couple minutes later? I hated that. Because sometimes, you know, shit would pop up when it was silent for several minutes and scare the bejesus out of me. But David Lyons, my friend, thank you so much for the donation. I hope you enjoyed it. And I told you this is how I feel. And now you see that I talked about all the songs, how I actually feel about this album. I mean, you know, some of it is cool, you know, and some of it is just so bad. But there you go, man. Thank you so much for the donation, my friend. And if you'd like to donate, I got a PayPal in the description below. And please subscribe to my channel. If you have not, right on. Stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath. And look at your game, girl. SHMACKEMAGOB. Bang, bang, pizza skulls.